Oh yeah, you can't. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome to Vistoso Bosses Music Monday and Mental Health every Monday at 5:30, even though it's 5:51.
Hey, I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Taylor P. And we are Vistoso Bosses. Okay. So who kicking this thing off? Me? I gotta do
It
it.
don't really matter. Today, the what we're talking about is just the cost of illusion, okay?
Hmm.
Catfish cap and consequences. Lord, I knew I was gonna mess
I
it
knew
up.
you were gonna try to mess it up.
So it's just like the cost of illusion. Like, let's talk about let's get into some stuff, okay? I know we said that we were gonna talk about story time, but we're just gonna chat a little bit while everybody gets on here, okay?
Is there?
Um, let's get into the illusion. What people be getting into. 'Cause
No,
we
I'm sorry.
already
My
know what
turn.
people be getting into. Scams, finesse, online fraud.
Oh, online fraud is crazy.
Right. And since we're talking about catfishing or whatever, because this is pretty much what my story time or our story time will be talking about, it's kind
Okay.
of like catfishing. Do you have a catfish story?
I
Like
have
flip or
yours.
no?
I have
Have you been the
yours.
catfisher? I'm just playing.
No, but I've thought about it.
Oh my God. That's insane.
I thought about catfishing
So,
my BD.
oh my God. I can I low key can see that. I can see that happening.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, okay, so let's talk about how catfishing can lead to financial loss because there are some people out there that will really go beyond measures, okay? Just for a relationship or something they really want that they ain't never seen. They ain't never seen this person. Or vice versa, where the person that they never seen or they're tricking, they spending their money too. Both parties is spending money.
Hey Nana. Hey Destiny.
Oh,
Um,
hi, Nana. Hey.
yeah. So how does that okay, yeah, because even when we see catfish on the TV, they're
Mm-hmm.
spending so much money. Like some of these people have never even talked on the phone before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're spending money into false relationships.
That's kind of crazy. So even with our catfish story, if I don't know if you remember, but I think the guy said he had spent like $7,000 sending it to
Oh, who?
the girl that was supposed to be me.
Oh, I forgot you had. Yeah, you do have a
Yeah, it
cat.
was so
Yeah.
long ago, but yeah, so I mean that's a huge financial loss, and especially like back then, $7,000 was well now $7,000 is a lot to me, but back then $7,000 was a lot
Still is. Yeah, it's a lot for some people. That's a lot to be spending on a
on somebody
false
you've
relationship.
never met. But my thing
Right.
is, wait, okay, but my thing is too, when they're spending this money on, like, okay, let's say you start a relationship, like you meet somebody online tomorrow, da, da, da. My thing is like when you're spending this money on them, do they ask what they're even using the money for, or is it just like whatever you need, like everyday stuff?
Um, I
Like,
think
how does that work?
I don't know. I just know my situation.
And what was your
But
situation?
or just from the TV show, like
Yeah, but I've never really seen. Again, maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I've never seen them say what they're sending the money for. And then my thing is too, okay, if you are sending the money just for whatever, it's like 9 times out of 10, you're not even sending somebody that you saw in real life that much money.
mm-hmm,
So why are you
mm-hmm.
sending it to somebody that you don't know? Is it like a false sense of like because you got them, you know they ain't
It's
real.
like to be accepted.
Yeah, because you know they ain't real.
Some people don't. I've also too worked with somebody and she was like telling me I've worked with someone before. She was dating a guy that was a part of the service, I guess, or he ended up getting deployed. And I was like, "Have you ever seen him?" She was like, "No." And I was like, I didn't say anything because I'm just like, she was like, "No, he's real. Like, I'm supposed to be going to go see him. He's going to Guam and da, da, da." She was so serious. It was like you could not talk her down. But apparently he was paying stuff for her. I don't know. I just don't know.
And it's weird because it's like, okay, like when are you gonna see each other? Like now we got the show Catfish. But if you're not on the show and he's sending you money, he going to Guam, and then when he get back, he say he still can't see you because you gotta be deployed again. You ain't gonna never see him.
Uh, you know what? I don't know what happened after that. She stopped working there, but I just thought that her situation was a little off, a little weird to me.
Okay. Well,
But
that's
in my situation, I did ask them to buy me some shoes, and they bought me some shoes. I mean, I was a teenager, so I didn't know what I was asking for. And then I think too,
are we
when
talking
you're
wait,
asking
time
them
out, time
to
out, time
buy
out.
stuff, it makes it real, especially if you're in this, like, you just don't know all the flags, I guess.
Okay, I can see that. I guess that would seem like more realistic. Well, I don't know because then they have your address.
I mean, now we know it don't make sense, but back
Okay,
then,
okay. Anyway, okay. But okay, so let's tie this in because okay, speaking of scams, so the music industry and scams, I feel like very much go hand in hand.
it really does.
So I don't know. I don't even know
Just say it.
because I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's so many, and not even just music, but like the entertainment industry, because there's so many people that look like are supposed to be portray, and they just
Mhm.
ain't. They ain't even
Mhm.
got a dollar. But
Mhm.
you know those people like that are always around, like always around.
Mhm.
They ain't got no money. You have you ever did you watch the that show with Regine and Dev and all them, and Dev was dealing with Brandon, and he was supposed to be a firefighter, but he was in the music. You know them people that just be there. But anyway, my point is to bring it back
Mhm.
full circle was that because the question was like financial laws from like
Mhm.
being scammed and stuff. And
Mhm.
I just feel like a lot of times when you're starting off in the music industry, or even not starting off, because again, people are scammers.
I
There's
got scammed.
there's you know what I'm saying? There's always those people that will try to make themselves seem larger than life and like they got all these connections and they do be around. And if you don't know any better, then it's like you're gonna think there's somebody, they're gonna introduce you to somebody. They might give you a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
then
you remember that boy? I know you remember that boy. The
who
what was his name? Who he looked like the artist Keith Sweat. Who who they
are
used to
you
call?
talking about that crazy man? No, you're not talking about it. He's such a creepy
He
person.
was a scam.
I don't even think he. First of all, I think his whole life was deeper than a scam. He was
Mhm.
troubled.
Mm.
Yeah, he was that. But see, because he never really tried to like get nothing from nobody. He just kind of got in where he fit in. Which I mean,
Uh,
technically, I guess that is kind of scam. What he took money. He asked for
I don't
money.
know. I think so. I think it was a situation where
Oh,
it
see,
was
I don't
something
remember
like
that.
that.
But I've met like somebody who wanted to invest in my career, and I'm not gonna say no names. Very nice, you know, person. And again, they had like their own little situation going on, and then they gave like a lump sum of money. But then it's like after that, they be like poof, gone.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. And it's like you're in the middle of working on a project or something, and it's like, where do you even go from there? You know what I mean? And like luckily for me, again, we not really green to it. So it's like, you gonna get what you can get, and us being from Atlanta, I feel like you can't scam a scammer. That's just how I feel. Like I'm gonna know that I know you ain't,
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? But it's just like for people who don't know, just imagine because somebody come to you, give you 10 bands, get your project going, we ready to do this, but then, turn around, they ask you for money or you gotta invest and you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. That's just weird. Like, be careful, I guess.
What do you
Cause it's
think
just
about? Do you know about the water boys out here? When they talk
my
about the water
let me tell
boys,
you something.
and I don't understand that whole thing. Why are
Let me
you
tell you
giving
something.
them
Let me tell you
your
something. Let me
phone?
tell you something. I wouldn't give my nephew my phone. Because what do you mean? Like you're a grown person inside a car, they're on the other side. and you're gonna hand them your phone for what would be the reason? My thing is you wanted them to steal from you is what I thought.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
feel like again that I mean, if you want to call that a scam, I don't know. To each his own because they just stealing, and but you letting them. So what's
Yeah,
what?
it's not making any sense to me. It's like
Yeah,
you
that
give
makes no
them the
sense.
phone to put in their cash app when you can type it yourself. You let your phone go and they take out $800 to $1,000.
I mean, they
It's
could have left with
crazy.
the whole phone. So I don't know.
That's my thing.
I don't. You don't just give nobody your stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Like what are y'all in pre-K? Yeah, I don't know. So
From here or not, I wouldn't either.
the message is be careful. But I don't know how to warn people about certain people like that in the music industry because there's so many of them. And I know,
Mhm.
you know, we know, like we even from being younger, like there's people who were in the industry when we were younger that's still in the industry, but they don't do nothing. And
Mhm.
they really don't have no money. They really don't have no business. They really don't,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and you know what they say, somebody that has nothing to lose will help you lose everything.
Yep.
But they're still
Yep.
gonna be around. So it's like, what are some signs I guess that you would try to tell people to look out for when it comes to I guess like people being like legit in the music industry. But then it's like my
False
question,
promises, and then one, you just have to have. I don't know. You just got to spot somebody's energy. Like you just
but
got
it's
to
like
know
how
off
though?
rip
Because
too.
there's people that sometimes have good energy, but it's like I don't know. Like
False
what's
promises.
your first okay, what's your first red flag to somebody that um like if they're trying to offer you something or a situation, they come up to you, let's say you out at a party and they're like, yeah, you Vistoso Bosses, I got something. Da, 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 da. Like what's your first red flag to know if they on some BS or not? Like
Mm,
what's the first thing? Like or yeah, what's something that's gonna like
like if they
automatic.
just know, oh, they want to work because of the group.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know, because then I'm like, oh, you need to talk to my manager.
Okay.
I have a manager, and that's how I
That's a
see.
good thing. Yeah. So I was about to
That's
say
how I see how for real they are.
that's a good buffer. That's a good buffer because I know we again. I don't talk to nobody because I just be like, y'all need to call James. Y'all need to call. You need to come home. You
Yeah,
need to
it's
call
talk
that.
to the manager, but
Yeah,
nowadays they be wanting like, your Instagram and stuff like that. It's
I don't
like, yeah,
have
we can
one.
exchange Instagrams,
I don't have
but
one.
I'm gonna introduce you to my manager and y'all can chop it up, and then from there on,
Yeah,
I can know from my manager if it's that type of situation. But if it's a one-on-one situation, okay, we can exchange Instagrams. You're not gonna get my number, but we can
yeah.
exchange Instagrams, and then it can go from there.
I feel like my one of my biggest red flags is like, and it's always been like this. And I feel like we learned it. I don't know who taught us this, but the name dropping. When somebody says a name, and it's not even always. It's
Yes,
about it's more so about how they say it and the
saying it,
context
yeah.
they say it. Because you know what I'm saying. You can't help who you know if you really know them, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when people like lead with that, it's like
Cap.
I was just on tour with Genuine and Jay Z calling me. Okay.
Mhm.
Because
Get out.
first of all, what they got to do anything?
Right.
But I feel like a lot of people that are like that don't know no better, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he said that he know Jay Z, and they gonna hook us up." And he did it. It's like, but again, you still need to see the proof. So that's okay. So name dropping like that, and y'all also need proof. You need proof.
You definitely need proof.
You need proof because if
And
you
then
doing such and such with so and so,
if they only just taking pictures, standing by them just taking pictures, that's not enough. It's not enough. That's not enough.
because you gonna see them sitting side by side, picture with everybody, going on Instagram. Ain't nobody following them back. Nobody coming under their picture. Them,
Yeah. Nowadays, you
yeah.
can definitely look at the comments. You can look who see. It's a lot more you can do
Yeah,
now.
it is. But it's like the proof has to be there because again, I just sucks like it's I've seen a couple people get like finesse and then especially like when when they happen to like sign a contract with somebody because whether they broke or not, whether they, you know what I'm saying, who they say or not, you still sign a contract and now you're stuck
Mm-hmm. You know some people like that.
with and you just got finesse like it's It's crazy. So
Yep.
yeah, that's crazy. So y'all be careful. Look out for them red flags. Name dropping. What else we had said? Um, Name dropping and just lying, empty
Yeah,
promises. Look for the
lying,
proof. Look
false
for the proof.
promises. Look for the proof.
Look for the proof. And again, people have credentials that you can look up online. So I
That
feel
too.
like, yeah, now it's just so far that yeah, you can find it. You can find it now. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up our notes again. Let's
Yeah.
see.
So
I'm trying to pull it up. Sorry.
after going through all that, one, the side of you being catfish and the person that's catfishing, or the side that you're being scammed or the scammers, it's still like an emotional pull, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the fact of living a double life. Like all that can just mentally just I'm sure those people are mentally like it's too much to be tricking
Yeah.
somebody. It's too much to be tricking somebody. Like you're mentally like
But
something
the
wrong with
other
you.
side of the coin, I feel like, is some of those people are already. I don't know, because I feel like it could go either way. Because sometimes maybe it gives them hope. Like even if you're getting um scammed from somebody in the music industry, you know what I'm saying? Not even just like a catfish, like individual person type of thing. I mean, maybe that might give somebody hope. And then sometimes maybe mentally you already not there.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying? I mean,
If
some
you're
stuff is
going
kind
that
of like,
far, yes.
you know what I'm saying? Some stuff kind of like, okay, like I'm about to sign you. I'm gonna bring you $1 million tomorrow. Okay, like somebody might not be home upstairs. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but definitely mentally, a financial loss from something like that, especially in this industry, could definitely be like I could see that being detrimental. I mean, even like with our situation, we didn't get catfish, but again, we didn't do all our homework on things that we needed to, and that still affected us. So, you know what I'm saying? I could
Do you
just,
think that it has something to do with like loneliness and trust issues?
I think the
Like,
issue is that you're probably too trusting. A lot of people are very, a lot of people are very gullible. And I think what I realized as I got older that I guess I obviously would have known is that people think that that people are good people.
yeah, it's true.
So, and again, that I am an optimistic person. I've always prided myself on being optimistic, but I think as I get older in situations I have been in or know that, maybe my kids will be in, I have to be a little bit more realistic, or not even have to, but I see the more realistic side of things.
Hmm.
So it's like people are not good people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are, but majority are not. Like, you know what I mean? That's just
Hmm.
not gonna happen. I think that people think that they are. So it's like you're not gonna have any doubts that, because why would this person come up to you and just lie? Why would you be talking to Kelsey on the internet and then that's not her? Like, why wouldn't this be your real page? Who would it be? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really gonna come see me? Like, that's crazy. So I just think like it's probably a point of being like too trusting and like too gullible, but I feel like that would have to only come with experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you wouldn't be able to know that until you've been through that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, because again, we have our own catfish story. So it's like, again, you were talking to this person for so long. Why wouldn't this be you?
Yeah, at that point, you're kind of like brainwashed a little bit to
Yeah.
believe.
Okay. So then, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like the same way that, like, it would be a loss in your personal life. Like,
Hey.
that would just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. I don't know. But I think again, just now we got a whole TV show about it. And
Yeah.
it can apply to everything. You know what I'm saying? Not just people, situations, and I mean even like jobs. There's ad job postings that people will post on Craigslist or Indeed or wherever,
Hmm.
and it's like
Now you could tell was not real. You could
we
tell
can
was
tell
fake.
it's not real, but somebody then showed up and got finessed. I've seen a posting that was like $200 to post ads for me. Like post 10 ads a day. You'll get paid through Cash App or PayPal or something like that. I'm never gonna see you. I don't know where you are. You gonna pay me, like, you know what I'm saying? But somebody done did it. Somebody done did it.
Nah. And then it's the one picture, especially when like
Oh, you mean
when it comes,
on the page?
not even that, even when it comes to like if you're house hunting or something, like
Ooh.
they have one picture, or if they do have more than one picture, it's like the pictures are
They be
too
blurry and they be like that small.
sometimes, but some of them be like it look like you copied and paste them. Like they
Yeah.
still be looking good, but then they like it looks like a copy and like you
My
took it
my
from
rule of
somewhere.
thumb is looking for the houses though. If they look too nice, it depends on what site you're on. They look too nice, they ain't real. You on
That's what I'm
Craigslist.
saying.
Yeah.
It looked too
Mhm.
nice. I'm like,
And then they be asking you to send money before you even see it. Why would you do that?
no, but then it be those houses where it's a real nice house and they're talking about, oh, it's $2,200. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But there's people out there that really would believe that.
Yeah. And then they end up being finessed out of lots of money. Very sad.
Right.
He said he's
Right.
17 years old. He want to learn more about business. How can I start my own business after my studies? What type of business you looking to start?
Yeah. What's the business? What are you into?
And then also we put in our notes as far as the music, it was the pressure to appear successful online. That is a whole nother version of catfish, image versus
Hmm.
reality in the artist world.
Because you can put up anything you want. You can put up anything you want the people to believe.
And people will believe anything.
They believe anything. They believe anything.
We take a
When I
picture right.
say
Let's take a picture
anything,
right now like this. And then we're gonna put album out. What's tomorrow? The 24th, June 24th, 2025. You really can be who you want to be online. And I
right.
feel like
You're a
I
whole
don't know
persona.
that, but again, I don't know because I guess it is pressure to appear successful, but I don't know. I feel like we're not in that realm. I guess I don't know. Like I can see. I mean, it's obviously pressure to appear successful because people are doing it without, like, I guess the numbers, without the, you know what I'm saying, like the quality.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say I don't see the point. I don't want to say I don't see the point
What are you saying?
because the topic was the pressure to appear successful online, the image versus the
Right.
reality in the artist world. But it's just like, I mean, again, like I was saying, that's a catfish in itself. But it's like I don't want to say I don't see the point in being in looking successful online if you're not. But
Yeah,
again,
you
that goes
portraying
back
as
to,
that.
you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I feel like again, but that goes back to like, I mean, it's kind of not the same as catfish because you got people who, like, if you a local rapper, people gonna see you in real life. You know what I'm saying? So you looking like you popping online, and then you go do a show at the club and ain't nobody there. You know, like,
Yeah, that's called finesse.
right? Because again, you can finesse the people that are not gonna be outside.
Hmm.
But I don't want to do that.
That's the.
I don't
I
like
mean,
that. I
it's
don't
like
like
it's
that.
good, but it's not good.
I don't like that.
It's good if it works and it's
I don't like that.
that it does it.
I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I just want to do. I just want to do myself. I got everybody mad at me for it.
But there's people out there. I mean, they'll hype it up real good. Some people have like a really good, like
Yeah, and everybody is, I guess,
Different
motive.
gaps, like they can sell something really good.
Yeah, I guess everybody's motive is different, and like what every, and that's why I've learned too. Everybody's idea of success is different. So you being popular might very well be your own version of you being successful. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And to the other person, it might be them being wealthy, or it might be with them being rich, or it might them be having just a steady income, or it might be, them making quality music and having a fan base. You know what I'm saying? So every that does look different for everybody. So I can say that, yeah, yeah, for sure. But I would rather actually have somebody at the show. But did Jimmy? Let's see. He said, I want to study pedestrians and then open my own private hospital. Oh, wow. That is ambitious. That's awesome.
That's big. Well, the first thing you do is you want to
Okay, Kelsey, she
research.
about to tell you. Listen to her.
You want to research, if you want to start and own your own business, you want to research the different, um, what do you call it? Business types. Okay, meaning like, sole proprietor
Mhm.
and all that stuff like that. C corporation, S corporation. Yeah. So you want to do your research on that first and figure out where that category lies, your business lies. And then, well, first, do you have a name? You got to find a name
Mm.
of your business, then do that. Research, like, research. Do a lot of research. I will say that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so do you want to go into your story time about how you got catfish?
Okay, so we're about to go
Are
into the
we okay? Are
segment.
we talking about the same story? We gotta be.
I
Okay.
I don't know. Probably you was there
Okay, yeah.
at one point.
For years. Like that was like at least 2 years. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it was, but like us actually physically like going, yeah, for
It was
sure.
crazy. Okay, come on, tell your story.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So
Hi everybody, this is Kelsey and she's about to tell her story. If you guys are watching,
about
tune
being
in.
catfish. About I got catfished. I sure did. And I still don't know who those people were to this day.
What do you mean? Why are you saying people? It was only one per. Just go ahead. I don't know. We don't know. You're right. It was weird. And it was pit. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait, pedestrians are people walking. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's I know. I was like pedestrians. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
pediatrics.
They might want to study people walking across the street. I don't know.
Okay. So, story time. I honestly don't know. I definitely met this person online, clearly, right? Met this person online. The picture that they had up,
We love you too, Diamonds.
oh, the picture that they had up, it was about this slim and this long. So, on MySpace, whenever you put up a picture, it can be however big you want it to be. So, it was long. It was about this it was cropped. So, you knew they cropped somebody out. And I promise you, I thought this person was the cutest person on earth. I swear, they look like ASAP Rocky. I promise you, he looked like ASAP Rocky. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the best way I can describe my memory of what this person looked like. But they call his nickname was like Boosie or something like that, right? Okay. So I forgot how. I don't know the beginning. I can't remember. It's a lot of stuff I don't remember. But I just know that we were talking for a long time or a good little bit. Mind you, I have been asking to see this person. One incident, I can't remember any of the other excuses. It probably was something so
Okay,
small
what
and
was the
stupid.
first excuse?
Probably something small and stupid, like the camera wasn't working on the phone, or the phone was
Mm,
broke. Like the
okay.
phone was broken, so the camera don't work.
Okay.
Or it
I
might have been
thought.
something like my phone don't have no camera on it.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm 16,
And
16,
mind you,
17.
they were on the phone. all day, all night.
Mhm.
Y'all used to be on the phone, like glued to the phone.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hard. Okay, so and it's so funny because when I got on the phone with this, eventually on the phone with this person, I thought the voice sounded a little weird. It was a raspy voice, but I couldn't pinpoint, like, nothing in my mind was thinking like, oh, it could be, I don't know. I don't know. It could be a girl or it could be anybody. I just couldn't think, like, I just know the voice was raspy. It wasn't a deep voice, but it was raspy. And so, okay, cool. We continue to talk because I mean, like I said, I'm a teenager. I mean, I'm just having conversations. So moving along, like as it got deeper and deeper, and more I connect with this person, another incident happened to where I couldn't see him again, but this time it was a big excuse to where they made it seem like that his daddy died or got killed or something like that. It was serious. So at that point, they got me. I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm trying to get in contact with him," and da 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 da. Like, and he just was not answering the phone because then at that point, your parent died. So of course you don't want to talk too. You like,
That's what it was. His parent died.
he said that his dad died.
Oh
His
my
dad got
god.
killed. And so it was like a
Oh, see, I don't
tragic,
remember that one.
it was a tragic situation, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it was serious. Yeah.
But was
So
this
it was
right
some,
before? Because at one point we were supposed to meet up with him, right?
this was after,
Okay.
or maybe this, dang, you right. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the order, but I'm
Okay.
just
Yeah.
thinking
But
of the most
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that stood out to me in my memory. It was that. So I don't know if this came before or after what you about to tell. So that was the whole thing where the dad died. And so, of course, that bought some time for the person to not talk to me for a while.
Mhm.
Right. Now, in the meantime, in between time, I had got this person to buy me stuff. Now, that was stupid because then they had my address. Wasn't thinking, right? So you just don't think during those things because you're making a friendship. You're creating, you know what I'm saying, a connection
Right.
with somebody that you ain't never dang seen. At that time you ain't, I'm not thinking about it because I mean we on social media, we on MySpace. I mean we talk to people online all day. It don't,
Right.
it didn't
Literally.
nothing,
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it, you know. So I don't know. It's like I see you online. I don't know. So moving forward, we, this is kind of what you're about the martyr situation. That was more so towards like the ending, like it was about
Okay.
to just start
Okay.
ending.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's
Okay.
when I started questioning. I was questioning because I'm like,
Yeah. Because
why
now
I
you
ain't
was
seen you
getting. I
yet?
remember you getting to a point where you were like getting upset.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah.
why I have not seen you yet? Like this is crazy. But
Yeah.
it's still in my mind. I'm still not thinking like this is fake. This person is fake. Like I'm not
Right.
thinking this is a cat. Like
And this
catfish
was
is a new
before
term.
catfish.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I ain't know
Yeah.
nothing about the word catfished at all. They made that up. So I wasn't thinking about like this person could be fake or nothing, or this could be anybody. I still wasn't thinking. I was so green to it. So I know I was really frustrated. I was really mad. I know I kept,
Now my mama says
yeah,
you.
I know. I bet you do remember that. That was crazy. So I forgot how, I think we was already out. I think we might have already been out, or did we
Hmm.
go out?
We was
I
probably
don't
out.
know. I think he was probably already out. And I was like, okay, meet us at this place. Because they said, because he said that he was in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, and I feel like we had like went to meet him for real, and he wasn't
Nope.
there.
Yes, it had been like two different times. I think we did it two different times. Oh my gosh. The embarrassment. I was so upset one night. I was pissed. Because at that point, I'm questioning. He stood me up
Uh,
twice. It was either two times or three times.
and it
But
was.
I
I think it
know,
was way more than twice because it went on for like it had to be at least 2 years. It was a
yeah,
long time.
but you know what? Because I was talking to him so much, he knew like we would be on a martyr, or you know what I'm saying, we'd be
Yeah.
like this. So he knew to say, meet me off this station or da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real easy to get me. Yeah, it was 2 times. That was it. I remember. I'm definitely gonna remember that.
Not sure I remember it was two
It was
times.
literally the 2 times. And after that second time, I was pissed because it was dark. It was nighttime that
Yeah,
second
it was.
time.
Uh-huh.
And it
Yeah.
was like I just didn't
We
want
on
to
a
talk to this
dummy
person.
mission. Yeah.
I had us on a dummy mission. Like it was just doing too much. And so I forgot what happened after that. But at the end, I think he oh my gosh.
I think that's what happened.
So I'm gonna tell you. So at the end, I think he
What?
got me like back on the phone with him because I think I was not talking to him. Like I just couldn't really talk to him or something like that. I don't know. But somehow I end up getting back on the phone or I don't know. We was had conversation. But anyways, I think I don't know. I think this person like he did something mentally with me as far as like
He did
flipping the script
at the
on
end.
something at the
At the
end.
end, he did because I just remember you being so mad. We was when y'all lived in it was in
It's in
Gwinnett.
Norcross at the townhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Norcross. And I remember being in your room and you was so mad, bro. Like you was so mad and you was like freaking out. And it was like whatever it was, whatever it was the last straw. Cause that was the last time that you talked to them. And I think
Mhm.
somehow that's when we started doing our own investigating. Remember? And I don't know if we found out that it was a girl, but we was kind of suspicious because it's like now we ain't seen you and your voice ain't really matching.
Yeah, I
Yeah. But
think
I just remember you being so mad, bro.
I think y'all was telling me like that's not real. But in my mind, I still didn't want to believe it because I was just like, how can this
Yeah.
person not be real? I just was young and just didn't understand.
Yeah.
So finally, at the end, somehow they ended up he ended up flipping the script on me. Somehow I'm apologizing to him for something. I don't really know what it was. I don't know. So all of a sudden, it's a whole bunch of females that got on the phone and was laughing and saying whatever they was saying. I don't know. But then they was like, ha ha ha. They was like, he not, you been talking. I don't know
Oh,
what
I
they
must have went
said.
home after that because I don't remember none of that.
I
You
don't
know
know
I would
what they
remember
said.
that.
I just know they was laughing and they was saying, like, you stupid. You ain't been talking to him. And then they hung up. And then I tried calling back. No answer. And that was the end of it. So that was it after that. And that's how I kind of figured it was a girl.
Oh my God. I just thought it was so crazy. The craziest thing to me was, hey, the McGeezy. But the craziest
Hey.
part of it to me was how long it went on. But it was like, again, y'all would, you know, like, again, those be like the best friendships anyway, when you just have somebody to talk to on the phone all the time. You know, like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it don't matter what they really look like. It's just like you just build a connection like based off of that.
Right.
But it's like, I just thought it was so crazy that it went on for so long. And
It
my
would
thing
be.
was like we were always outside. Like we was not inside people. Like we literally used to be everywhere. So it was like it would be different like if we was in the house and he was in the house, but we would be all over the place. So I think that's what the craziest thing for me was because like we out you can find us anywhere. We outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that jump went on for so long. Like I just remember how like sad you were about it and I felt so bad because it's just like that ain't right.
I was sad because I got tricked.
Yeah,
Like
and again, like I said,
that
you
mentally
built a
messed me up.
you built a bond with somebody because again, y'all was for. I mean, we was all friends at that point. I was
Mm-hmm.
always around. Y'all was always on the phone, so it was like
Somebody tried to get me again. They
I don't know about that
but
now.
this time it was Romeo.
What was
I
Romeo?
know y'all remember that.
Romeo,
They
little Romeo.
yeah.
Kelly, what are you
Somebody tried to
talking?
get me again.
What? Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
I think y'all knew about that one.
That's crazy.
They tried to get me again.
Yeah, that situation was messed up, man.
Yeah,
That was
it was
crazy.
it that right there. Like, but imagine someone going like long.
I was thinking about her Nana,
Yeah.
but I wasn't even gonna say that because y'all, let me tell y'all, that girl, her whole like aura is so scary. And I ended up, I don't know if I told
Are
you
you
this,
talking
Kelsey.
about the girl who
Don't
came
please
to
don't say her
Nana?
name. Please don't say her
I
name.
don't know her name. I can't remember her name. She
There
came
you
to
go.
Nana house.
Yes.
That one. Okay.
So okay, wait, but
Yeah.
there's been more than one girl. So I take it back. I have gotten catfish, but by girls. But I don't even know. I can't even say if she was a catfish. She was just a little off. But remember, she came there. She told us that she didn't have no family or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and she was trying to stay there. And then, but long story short, I ended up running into somebody that I have known for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you this off camera,
Mm-hmm.
but that I have known for a very long time. And lo and behold, somehow they ended up linking up.
Mm.
And I don't even know how that could happen because it was just so. But again, both of them are also, both of them really are like off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
you know, those people
Mm.
that just find them like attach themselves to like
Basically, who
you
they are.
attach
Yeah.
themselves to like you through other people. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right, because they didn't know each other. They don't know each other. The common thing that they have in common is me, but how would y'all even anyway? So I ended up
Mm.
finding out that she was around them. And then it was just a weird situation that happened with them. And then I think I ended up scrolling one day on TikTok and I said, I know this ain't well, I think I wanted to get dip my phone in some holy water because she was a little off. And again, to this day, I don't understand like if it was a thing of she was just trying to be friends or like I don't know. It was just very spooky.
What I can't
Very spooky.
remember like how it really went because for a while she was hanging. It was like she was in and out, hanging around. But
Well,
then,
she found us online and we just started talking to her. Again, we talked to everybody, like, we'll
right,
whatever. But somehow she told us this sob story about I don't know if it was like her mom kicked her out. It was something along that line. Like
she was a
she didn't
huge
have no
liar.
but
Yes.
and that's what y'all kept trying to tell me. But again, I just felt bad. Like, I don't know. So she needed somewhere to be. We was always at Nana house and she comes over. I don't even know. Again, I just remember Nana was the one who like pointed out that she was lying, but
Mm-hmm.
I still was kind of confused. And then you was like, oh no, yeah, like you wasn't messing with her. And I just didn't really understand because I'm just confused because I'm like, why would you be lying? Like, why would she be lying about this? Like, I don't get it. I don't even know how we ended up finding out she was lying, but however we found out she was lying, y'all, uh, we just cut ties with her. Like, but
Sure did.
it was just,
Rem-
it was weird.
Remember, she was living in these apartments down the street, or not too far, or a few exits away from Nana house. We found out that she was living in these apartments or something like that. It was
So
something.
why was she lying? She just wanted to hang out. I feel like she
I
could have
think
hung out
she just
without
wanted to
lying.
be around us.
I feel like she could have done it without lying.
She probably wanted to be. I know.
Oh
I
yeah, I told
told
yeah,
you
Nana
if
did.
for
She
her.
made her
She
leave that day.
did.
She made you made us go tell her she gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Sure did.
bruh. I think you probably was the one to tell her to leave because I don't think I did that. I
I
don't
doubt it.
know. That was just very weird. And like again, like I've seen her like recently, like in the last couple of years. I know the girl name, everything, but it's like one of those things. Like you ever see somebody that they or just be like they just hold everything, just be very disturbing. It's like even through the
Mm-hmm.
phone, I just be like, bruh, something is not right. Like I'm scared. Like I feel like you will peel my face off and put it on your face. Like I don't know, very scary. I don't
Maybe
know. But
she
again, I
wanted
thought
to
she was a
be
nice
like you.
girl. I thought she was a very nice girl. I thought she was pretty, like, I don't know. And then you remember we got catfished again. We did get catfished again. You remember we got catfished. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-uh. You have to refresh my memory.
What's her name? Chubby?
It sounds familiar.
Bruh, we got catfished again, bruh. I don't know.
Okay,
Well,
text it.
again, we was we was really girls back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why that kept happening to us. And like people wanted to hang out with us, and I don't know if they just thought that we weren't gonna hang out with them or what, but we totally would have. So and we did. So I don't know, but it was like we always made friendships online, and then when we would see them in person, it would just be so weird. Like it would get really, really weird.
Yeah, because I think
So
we didn't know how much um we meant to them, I guess. Because we just was
I don't
cool.
know.
We
We
was
was
just
just
cool. And
chilling. That's
they,
what I said. We was just kicking
yeah,
it.
but you gotta think to people that really like Vistoso bosses and love Vistoso bosses. At
Kelsey,
that
I
point,
think
they
this was
probably were.
before Vistoso Bosses. This is when we was like PKC girl.
Even then,
That come Now they want to kid with PKC.
yeah, they were.
I'm weak. I don't know. Again, that was the time. And then this one time we found out that this boy was getting catfished by somebody that stole my pictures. And cause he got I don't even know. The boy wrote me and was like going off on me. That's how it started, I think. And I'm like, Kelsey, who is this and what is he talking about? You're like, I don't know. I'm like, he said he been talking to me. I'm like, I don't even know who this is.
I think I
So
remember that.
yeah, so me and the boy going back and forth, and he telling me about all this stuff, and I'm like, listen, I said, oh, that couldn't have been me. I'm like, I don't. That's what it was. He sent me the page. I think this was on Twitter though.
Mm.
So he sends me the girl's Twitter, and I'm looking. I'm like, bro, this is not even me. Like now I'm confused because I'm like, is this me? Because what is going on?
It's
Like, so he started telling me like how about it? They've been together for some years, and he do this, he do that. And I don't know if she just like ghosted him or he was like getting frustrated because he hadn't seen her
he
yet.
couldn't see her.
Yeah. So that was a weird situation. Like people using your pictures to catfish. I think it's crazy.
Yeah,
But
it was a lot of that going on for sure.
yeah.
It
But I remember I think that was the first time that happened to me and I was so confused because I'm like, is this me? Like this can't
was
be
a lot
me.
of people using your pictures,
It
though.
was weird, bruh. It was
It was a
weird.
lot of weird stuff.
Yeah. And that was like the start of it. I wonder, that's crazy because we could have been on Catfish.
Hmm.
I want to know who
I
behind
would
them
have
pictures.
loved to find out who those
And
people
it's
were.
still fake pages out there now. I want to know who they are. Like, I want to know, like, what's going on.
Oh, and then when I think about it, when I try to go look up the person's page, it was gone.
Boosie,
Yeah, it was completely gone.
his little bitty self. I wonder if you watching this right now. If you see this, can you tell us who you really was?
It was definitely a girl.
I feel like she need to just go ahead and tell us. I mean, it's over now. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell us, and it's fine.
Hmm.
So yeah, I feel like you can tell us now.
I doubt they'll say anything.
Hmm.
But yeah, go ahead, speak.
I need to know. I'm curious. Like, do you feel bad?
Probably not. They probably been catfishing so many people at one time. I probably wasn't even the only one, and who knows how long.
I don't know about that now. You don't think
I
you
probably
don't,
wasn't the only one.
I don't know, Sheldon.
You think I was the only one? You think I was targeted?
I think that y'all really was. I mean, yeah. I don't feel like he was talking to multiple people at one time. No. Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't
I don't. I
know.
don't think that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's our catfish story. So
It is the catfish story. Just make sure nowadays,
nowadays,
you
y'all
got to
need to
see
be
these
knowing.
people in person for real.
Y'all should be knowing. I feel like now, like especially with catfish still coming on, unless you ain't got no cable or I don't know. I don't even. I can't even say cable. Internet. No internet access. Because if I'm able to catfish somebody right now, that's problem. Would you ever catfish somebody? Have you ever catfished somebody? She
Mm.
lying. She lying.
After that happened to me, heck no.
No,
I was traumatized after that.
not facts.
And
I've
then when
never
that show
catfished
came
anybody.
out, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a whole show! I wish we would have came up with this show."
No, for sure. I've never catfished anybody. I've never even really. Again, I don't know what to like. I wouldn't know what to do.
That's too much lying. It's too
And I
much
feel
trying
like
to
a lot
keep
of times when
up.
people, I was gonna say, but I feel like when they be catfishing people, it's like they be looking for love and stuff for real. Because
Mhm.
when you see them people like find out who they are, for real, they be sad. Like, except for the ones that be revenge, like the cousin that said you should never call me Fat Kelly Price. I don't know what that guy going on, but yeah, I feel like that's really sad.
It is. They're sad.
Yeah,
They want to
I'm gonna
live.
try to catfish somebody and make a friend, and then have them meet me in person and see if we can still be friends, even though I lied. No,
Can't
why?
keep up with that life.
I'm gonna just see what it's like. Like, we had a great connection. We were best friends, and now you finally found out who I was. You don't want to still be best friends anymore.
It was this one show, or somebody went, like it ended up being something so serious, like a catfish fish situation. Oh, it was something like a football player or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe out of Hawaii. I don't know.
It was a
Where
show.
they was. Yeah, it was a show. It was like a documentary or something on this person.
Oh no, I don't know.
And what happened was they were talking to this person thinking it was a woman the whole time, but the whole time it was like a transgender person, I guess, or
Oh,
like
I don't know what
it
you
was
doing.
a guy dressed, yeah, guy dressed up as a girl. Yeah, it was, yeah, it got real
I feel
serious.
like catfish be real serious. Them people be on there
It can get
fighting. I mean, it
scary.
can be deep. Yeah, you can't really be playing with people's emotions like that. And then it's like always such the opposite of who you're supposed to be.
Right.
Like, why is Chris Brown messaging me and then I show up and you not even the same height, the same feature,
Don't look nothing
not
like.
nothing the same. Nothing. The body type, hair length, eyelash, nothing. Like,
Mhm.
but see now with like AI, maybe you could catfish a little different. Cause again, I don't know who one of them girls on there actually got catfished by a celebrity. Actually, it was a soccer player
See?
from Hawaii, I think. The person posted. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it was
I'm gonna look that up.
serious.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
know. I need to know the why. The
It
why.
was so serious. I can't remember every detail, but yeah, it turned out to be pretty serious.
If y'all ever got catfish, leave it in the comments.
Please leave it in the comments. Leave some hearts while you
Yeah,
at it.
leave in the comments if y'all ever got catfished. So that's our that was our catfish
Wild
stories.
moments.
Yeah, it's crazy, and that was before catfish. So, fish.
Yeah.
We got anything else on the agenda?
I feel like we pretty much covered. um
Yeah. See, today we just wanted to come and chat with y'all.
yeah, we wanted to chat. Give
Really,
us a little story time.
it was time. Yeah, because we don't have our game this week. And then who hold on. Diamond, you asked for a redrop of these shirts. So I don't know if we're gonna do that. We may be able to do like a what is it, made to order type thing, Kelsey? I don't know. We'll have to talk about that amongst ourselves. Um,
Yeah, we'll have to
because a
discuss
lot of people
that.
have been asking for these shirts, but you, it's y'all, you know what I'm saying? So if we do it like made to order, maybe or something, because we don't have any more on just on hand. I know that for a fact. So
But we do have some other things in the works.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh,
Thank
oh,
you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all go like, comment, share, Subscribe to our channel. We here every Monday, okay?
At 8:30
8:30.
p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
5:30 Pacific. Like the ocean. Is that right? Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We love y'all. Thanks for joining. And we missed a lot of our regulars that's not in here. So we will see y'all next Monday. And if y'all missed it for something important, make sure y'all leave us a comment and let us know what was going on. We love y'all. Hope all is well. Vistoso. Had the whole word screaming out.
Vistoso.
You.